you're all welcome to join with me now and connect to presence, because we look for this presence that is God in so many different ways, and we can't find it because we think that attachment and needing and clinging is the way to the true heart, the true purpose, the true love that we really want to receive. We think that we can receive it through people and doing things and buying things and getting what we want, when in actual fact it's always there with us. We just don't look. There's a way of looking that I'm discovering as I go along in my path of awakening, and it really is. It's always there. You just can tap into it whenever you want, no matter what you're doing. It's always available to you. And the reason why we don't tap into it is because we're nearly always putting up barriers to opening up. We're trying to hide something, we're trying to have secrets, we're trying to be private, we're trying to deny our feelings and push them away, and then God can't enter us. It really is a sexual thing. It's like I know there's going to be people that don't like this, but this is the truth. The truth is that really God loves you as you love God, and that is a truth. And God loves in a way that is your deepest possible desire to be known, to be completely seen, to be felt, to be touched, to be kissed, to be loved, to be hugged, to be embraced, to merge with, to join with. All these things that we associate with having a relationship with somebody, a person, come from God. God is the source of everything. And you can bring that presence of your greatest desire, your deepest longing, your deepest passion, and to join, to merge, to be whole as you really are. You can bring that presence in to anything that you choose to do, and it's not conditional. So it doesn't come in only when you're doing something that you think in your head that you love, or to a person that you think you've decided in your head that you're going to love. It doesn't work like that. It's always there. It's always waiting for you to connect to it in every possible way. So it doesn't think like how we think. It doesn't have any limitations. It doesn't say, no, I'm not loving you then because I don't want to. It is always there, always, 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 always there, and always loving you the exact way that you want to be loved. And in my case, I have a deep desire to be truly seen, to be witnessed, to be penetrated, to be to be melted into, to be loved in a way that fuses the idea of sexual union with the most deep, profound feelings of love that any person can ever have. And this is the only way I can describe it to you. So first of all, I want to do a little bit of breathing, and this is how we connect in any situation, is by just quickly tapping into your state of how present am I. Often it's easy to spin out when especially if we're clinging to something. So if we're clinging to someone replying, for example, to a message because we've got our heart set on that person, and you want them to reply because our heart is invested in that person replying. And you can see how that completely takes away the energy, the innocence of source energy. It takes it away from you, and it blocks you from receiving it. And you can receive it at any time. It's got nothing to do with people who you think in your head are the ones who are going to be your source for you, your power source. It's like plugging in to someone or something, some event, some situation that you think is going to make you happy, and it's a substitute. It's not the real thing. It's a false idol. It's a whatever you want to call it. It's not the real thing. The real thing is always with you if you decide to let it in. And when you decide to let it in, sorry, my phone it's got low battery. When you decide to let it in, it will take over. It will take over. But people choose not to let it in and to carry on the same way, and not to look at these triggers and these attachments, these clingings that cause you nothing but suffering, because it's easier to carry on in the way that you've already done than really get to the root of looking at what that energy actually is. So many people are so afraid of this energy that's inside all of us, and they don't know how to connect to it in such a way that it's going to always, you're going to always feel it. It's always going to be present, and it's not going to be usurped by the presence of another person. Only you can let that happen. Only you can say or choose to let someone else or something, some event, be the object of your heart's desire. You can choose. You can choose in your heart, not in your head, to love and to connect with the source of all love, which is God. And you can choose that every moment, every hour of every day. And I call that devotion to the truth, is the truth of you. The reason why you're connecting like that is because you know in your heart that it's the truth of you, who you are. Your very beingness, your every motivation to be It's the truth. And once you recognise that and you realise that inside yourself, you can't go back to how you were before. It's a very real feeling. It's very, very real. That doesn't mean that the people who you love in your life are not in the presence of love. So they're not. They're just kind of you're just using them. They're there because they're like mirrors of yourself. And once you kind of hand yourself over to God, the right people and the right connections to help you to go through triggers and attachments, and to realise and see that all of these things are there for you to surmount them, to climb over, to walk towards the mountain and to see the mountain and know that it's a mountain and know that you can reach the top, and you can go over to the other side and you can see what the other side looks like. And when you're going through it, when you're trying to be with the feeling of attachment and just looking at it, it's always a good idea to just see it as an innocent part of yourself. And in that way you're trying to push it away because you don't like it. You're just bringing it to yourself like a little lost sheep, a little lamb, and feeling in your heart that this is part of you. It's where you are. It's okay to be where you are, and surround that part of you with love. Okay, so I'm just gonna do some breathing and see if anyone wants to come in and talk. I've got a strong sort of sense of Miriam being here. Yeah, it feels like she's here. I don't know, I'm getting waves all through my head now I've said her name. So I'm going to see if she wants to say anything, so I'm just going to sit here and breathe for a little bit. I am Miriam. This is the heart space of love. Come from this place of presence, wherever you are, however you feel, and bring the essence of love to all things. You'll know it is love because it has no filter. It has no colour. It is pure. And not controlled by the constructs of the mind. It is as it is. It falls into your lap and lands there, and is a feeling of divine intervention, wholeness, ability to see how God sees. When you land in this presence, it takes you to your heart's desire, whatever your healing is. God knows every part of you, sees every part of you, sees you from every possible angle. God is your other half, as you like to say. God is your wholeness, your everything. You took a bite of the apple, and in doing so, you made yourself wrong. Do not think on this. There is always wholeness inside of you. There is always the will to connect with God. The will to connect with God goes hand in hand with openness. Honesty. Recognition that this is your very greatest desire, your true longing to be one with the Father, Mother, the all that is, the I am is the you. That penetrates and looks and longs to join, observe, watch, see everything, everything. This is you. You see everything. If you choose to see everything. But you do not connect because you choose not to see everything. You choose to see your judgments and your fears and your likes and your hopes and your expectations and your dreams and your wants, what you feel that you need. To do anything instead of being wholly where you are and letting the light that you are flood in, connecting. Give permission in your heart to the one that birthed you. I am always here, loving you, watching you, observing you, seeing you, knowing you, feeling you, touching you, loving you, in the greatest of presence. I am here, now, always. We look at you and we love you. We see you. We know who you are. We know that you resist and you push away, and then you put it back towards you, and then you cry, and then you laugh, and then you attach again to something else, and you repeat the cycle. You have the ability to rest in the presence of God, always, in every moment, looking through God's eyes at the world, with love and peace and unity and desire to be that love, to bring it to you, to yourself, and therefore serve others. Rest in this presence. Do not try and identify what it is. Instead, identify those things that make you attach over and over again and cling. And repeat these same cycles. Union with your Creator is most important. For it is love that serves all of us. This is the only purpose. Trust in this. Bring presence to your every moment through breath. The purpose of this presence is to love you, thereby loving your brothers and sisters through you, all of you, around you, inside you, as you. This presence is real. Do not dismiss it when it comes to you because you've asked for it. I am with you always. Always. You forget about me. But we see you. We love you. We connect with you. We wait for you patiently. Feel us in your heart and connect there. And then bring that presence to wherever you are and whatever situation you find yourself. This is God moving through you. Remember, you're a channel for love. Open your heart